So I know it's been a while since I made a video. Sorry, for my inconsistencies. But of course, in life, life happens, things happen, and I'm gonna always take care of me and my family first. So I had to do a lot of like shifting. I'm still doing some shifting, realigning, just doing different things, really trying to figure out what I want to do in life and how I want to take certain things or how I want to do or move with certain things. So I'm just taking care of my business. And one thing a friend told me is the difference between you and others is your messages will be effective because you don't just put out content, but because of the fact that you allow God to lead you, and the messages that you put out are messages that are needed. I'm big on encouraging. I'm big on being like supportive. I'm big on just helping other people, or just really pretty much just like speaking things that I've went through or talking about things that I went through that I feel like will help somebody else. And I feel like we all should be doing that. Stop being so quiet about what you're going through. Stop being so quiet about certain things that you've overcome, because the things that you overcome will literally help someone else to navigate better in a situation because of the advice, or not the advice, but just because of hearing your testimony. So I'm learning that a lot. But lately, like the last month of my life has been maybe a roller coaster, maybe not. Maybe just me trying to figure out certain things, and me just shifting. Just a lot of different changes are being made in my life. But one thing that came to me today as I was sitting with my coach is you cannot move on to your future until you deal with your past. And I learned that very heavily as I was going through the healing process, still going through the healing process, because it's an ongoing process. And so pretty much a lot of things that I battle with now, or a lot of things that come up now, I handle them so much more better. And that's all because I allow God to process me and refine me and to equip me with the things that I needed to go through, and also to be able to deal with those things head on, acknowledge them, take accountability for them, and continue to push forward. But currently I am in the process of making some big purchases, and it made me realize that a lot of things that I did in my past, it is currently affecting certain things that I'm trying to do now. And so it's kind of depressing to go back when you're trying to move forward and you're trying to do this and that, and the past is always lingering, or certain things are always popping up. And so I'm learning like big, like right now, is that the fact that until you deal with those things and continue, like, quit running from certain things in your past, quit running from certain things and start handling them and dealing with them head on, so that you will be able to move forward to secure your future. Because it's a lot of things that I ran from in my past that I could have handled a long time ago, that I could have did this and that, but I chose not to. I chose to just try to move forward, as they say, out with the old, in with the new. But baby, out with the old for a little moment, because in the end, it's gonna come back up. If you have not dealt with it, if you have not dipped it in the bud, if you have just not, like, if you just like pushed it to the side, just let me tell you this, it's coming back up. And the enemy knows how to peek his head up at the right time, because he knows I'm trying to move forward. He knows I'm trying to pursue many different things. He knows the things that I am trying to secure as a woman who wants to gain financial stability, who wants to, of course, I want to get married one day, and I definitely don't want to go into a marriage with any debt. I don't want to go into a marriage with baggage. You know what I'm saying? I know we all have baggage, but I want to be done unpack as much baggage as I can before I step into something new. And so it's just like, I'm just like seeing so much now that I could have did better in my past, that I'm willing to change now, or that I'm willing to work on now. And so now going back and looking at my credit report and seeing different things, I'm saying, how I can pay off this, or I can pay off that, or if I just handle this, or if I would have handled that, this would have been a smooth transition. So my word to anybody, deal with your past, deal with things that you have pushed to the side, swept under the rug, because that's one thing I do not like to do now. I love to face stuff head on. Like, if I need to have a conversation, we gonna talk about it. If I need to deal with something, I'm gonna deal with it, because I'm just really not in the place of having to go back and clean up under a rug, because as long as you keep pushing stuff up under the rug, after a while that rug gonna get to the point to where it's noticeable and you're gonna have to go back and clean up under that rug. And it's just best to handle it when it needs to be handled. And so deal with your past, deal with the things of your past. Stop sweeping stuff under the rug. Stop ignoring the fact that you have trauma that you need to deal with. Stop ignoring the fact that certain things trigger you and you feel like, you know what I'm saying, me acting out emotionally about certain things, that, you know, a lot of times when we act emotionally about certain things or we allow things to trigger us, there is definitely something up under the rug that we have swept under. And it's not always the situation at hand, but a lot of the times we put a bandage over the wound and we get mad with the bandage, but we don't deal with the wound or what caused the wound. So my biggest thing right now is to really go back, clear out the things in the past that I did not handle, because the enemy will not continue to hold anything else over my head. It's a lot of different things that could have pushed me in a place of not, you know what I'm saying, becoming hopeless. A lot of different things could have pushed me to, you know what I'm saying, just give up. But I refuse to give up, as I say over and over and over. I am more than a conqueror, and I will be victorious and overcome many different obstacles, and I will live to tell my testimony on every single thing. So just deal with your past, deal with the things of the past. My thing right now is, like I said, I pulled my credit report and I began to see different things, and it's crazy because I could have dwelled over those things and I could have got sad, or I could have allowed those things to make me just be like, you know what I'm saying, hopeless or not worried. But I'm thankful for my support system, because my support system is always positive when it comes to these type of situations. So not allowing those things to put me under pressure, but to be able to look at those things and to see that, hey, I could come out of this on top and I can help somebody else in the future on certain things like this. So me just looking at my credit report and going back and fixing like minor things, like simple things that I just overlooked or I just pushed under the rug, those simple things will push my credit score up a lot more than what it is. And so it's the simple things that we ignore. It's the simple things that we let go. It's the simple things that we choose not to deal with at the moment that become big in the end. So just deal with your past. If you're trying to move forward, if you're trying to live your best life, if you're trying to just secure something, or if you're just really trying to walk in the destiny that God has in store for you, you need to deal with your past. You need to heal from whatever it is in your past. You need to pay off your debt. You need to go and reconcile that relationship with that person. You need to, and I ain't saying reconcile when I'm not, that was the wrong word. Maybe you need to go back and you need to clear up certain things so that you can move forward into whatever it is that's new in your life. A lot of the time, some situations are dead, but just sometimes you just have to, you know what I'm saying, you have to just talk to God about it. Because I don't want to get nobody name. My main thing is not to tell people what to do. My thing is to direct you back to God and help you to think more, because everybody's situation different. My situation is different, so I don't expect nobody to have advice for my situation but God. That's why I seek God about every single thing. I talk to God about everything. I pray about everything, and I wait for him to give me advice or send, you know, the guidance that I need and knowledge for my situation. So I'm not here to tell you what to do about your situation, but I am here to tell you that if you do not deal with your past, it will continue to hunt you and it will continue to come up, because the enemy knows when you're trying to move forward. The enemy knows when you're headed for something so much greater, something so much better. He knows that a lot of the times the things that our blessings are attached to are beyond what we can see. So deal with your past, deal with the things that you have overlooked, deal with the things that you've swept under the rug. Go handle them things, because I'm telling you, when you get ready to start moving forward, them things gonna come back up if you have not handled them correctly. So that's all I have for today. I hope y'all have a great day. Deal with your past, please, because it's coming back if you don't handle it now.